second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Zach Cunningham in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Out of the gun, McNabb. And he's good. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks.
A.J. Green, baby.
A.J. Green from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fuck, why is my kicking not working? That ass. She's getting
that
annoying.
one will be accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train.
And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 1st down, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the 1st quarter. Now it's time for the 2nd quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now it's McNabb. It's caught left side by Cooks.
Let's go, baby.
Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
What happens when you
Brandon
blitz?
Cooks, 75 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Yes! What? No, I wanted to go back.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
56.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Detroit! Here's Steve Young. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence.
Brandon Cooks, the 20.
Get out of my face, dude. You're doo-doo.
Touchdown, Seattle. Brandon Cooks from NFL record at 109 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And his kick is good. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys come under a heavy
I was about to be open too.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A play fake. Now McNabb.
No,
And he fires one that's
motherfucker,
intercepted.
dude.
Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I threw that. Why would I throw that, bro? Damn it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Young steps away. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught at the 25.
What? That's so bullshit.
Just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
What?
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second down, McNabb.
What, dude? Fix the stupid fucking glitch.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
McNabb to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now a first down throw, McNabb.
But I can't do it either.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They go play action. It's McNabb. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
No,
That'll be
Cooks.
incomplete
You
with
had
9
that. You
seconds
didn't even
now
touch
showing on the clock.
Come on, Cooks.
The Seahawks on
didn't even
third
touch
down.
you, bro.
They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now McNabb. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh my, catch it!
And this is
Cooks.
incomplete with a clock showing just
So
3
mad,
seconds
bro.
left.
Shaking your head, bro. You're not good. Look, Cooks is actually good this game, bro.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught
But
inside
now you
Detroit.
catch it. Oh my God,
And he is
that gets me
able to
mad.
take this way down into Detroit
That
territory.
gets me mad.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as we are off to Orlando
Why does
now to
he
check in with Jonathan Coachman at our
Dude,
EA
the first
Sports
catch is
halftime
right
report.
when it
Coach, it's been a shootout so
Right,
far.
right.
We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second, McNabb. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. McNabb firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. to throw. McNabb. Wide open receiver complete. Pass the 20.
Go, baby.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly into the hands of the receiver. And then he was
Why did I
gone.
leave a big open
It's the
hole?
third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and no one wants to hit the panic button just yet. Points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Adams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. They'll try and run it here.
He's running with McGuire, his backup
2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Why not blitz?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So
the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Here's McNabb.
Blitz coming. Blitz
goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Fucking blitz me again, kid.
The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's McNabb.
Here it is again.
Intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And Janikowski bangs it through. And it's going to tie things up now at 28. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
No, he's
That'll be
open.
incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right.
Come on, AJ Green.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st and 10, Young. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now here's Young. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I should just let him score so I can score. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
That's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Brandon Mebane in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Get into him. Thank you.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
I just want to waste time and score. I have to score. That's my main objective.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And Walker has it. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That's his first catch.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Walker.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Pull out your hands
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range. And
the tension building. On 1st and 10, McNabb. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going after passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio!
Now it's McNabb.
I wish this guy would have
can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
I trust my defense.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15.
My defense.
And the Lions will take over.
This is really sketchy.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
There's no way he's going to run it.
Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Young. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Young to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Was no one open?
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Young. And Cooks has it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was 0. Yes! Yes!
And they'll have a shot at a
good job, buddy.
That could win this game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right.
Gosh.
If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range.
I gotta fucking counter the blitz. I have to counter the blitz. It's such a bitch
absorbed
move,
in this
bro.
game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a
What
problem all
offensive line
night
doing? Stop
long as they
giving me-
come up facing
Why am I
second
getting
and a
play
bundle.
action,
McNabb to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He was
it was the
open
veteran
too,
Devin
bro.
McCourty. You got a hand in there to break
lost.
that one up.
I
gotta
can't
remember,
punt it. That's the
because
problem.
now that we're in
I have to
overtime,
get this first down.
mistakes get
Brandon Cook's my
magnified.
only
So you
route I
got to
can
walk
get.
that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's
That was
lucky
the
to
first
get that
down. He
one
ran
back.
to cut the
And
ball.
he'll get it up
I
near
don't
the
think it was.
35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback.
Come on.
And he's not even going to come close to picking
Yes,
up the
he was.
first.
The
They
ball
stop him
was
right at the line of scrimmage.
Damn, bro. I
So
lost
they converted
this
their
shit,
first
bro.
two fourth down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2,
Offensive coordinator is fucking stupid.
that third one,
Yeah,
right?
bro.
Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Bro, anyone in the
They'll go with
league
a
could have
ground
got
attack
that,
here.
bro. Literally,
And
it was
he'll get
so
a little
easy.
over 2, maybe
Does he
a
not know
full
he can
3
win with
down
the
to the
field goal?
32-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Steve Young, buying time to his left.
You're one of
And
the
he'll be
best
brought down at the
corners in the league.
27-yard line.
Legend.
5
And you
yards that
literally-
time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Yes, he missed it.
And that's
He missed
hooked
it.
in, and Janikowski missed it. It's no good, wide right, and that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from
big
here on
fat
out.
bitch.
You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Well, you want to talk about a guy that
shot's
just
coming deep for
swarms
one
to the
play.
ball defensively. I mean, Javon Curse, he kind of wrote the book on it.
He certainly did. It's almost like he has those blocks that sprinters use. But he comes out of it, the snap of the football, and he just takes off and goes. And that's why he can make those types of plays in the offensive back.
They got his man complete.
Oh my God, he caught it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now McNabb throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
That's fine.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Go.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
GG, homie. GG.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense.
We had some ups and downs in that game, but
usually
we came
focus
out
on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case,
if you haven't seen the
they
beginning of
got
the game,
ball
I was
back on
lagging bad and I
defense,
didn't do really
gave themselves
anything,
a chance.
But, yeah.